So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a very short video based on the event we had last night, which was called Now What? Roe Privacy in the Midterms. Why am I doing this? Because it is so important that we all take action today. So we know that since the passing of Roe v. Wade almost 50 years ago, that there have been a number of anti-abortion restrictions passed. Little by little, the right to abortion, the right to women's reproductive and sexual health care has been whittled away. And these are just some examples of the limitations set. As we talked last night, while 30 years ago, the discussion was more about the last trimester, the last 3 months, now we're talking about much more extreme bans, such as limiting to 6 weeks, to 10 weeks, to 12 weeks, really very early in the pregnancy, often before women even know they're pregnant. This most recent opinion, we're very concerned why it would overturn Roe v. Wade, because not only will it limit access to abortion, that is a starting point. That is important, but it could limit women's access to other sexual reproductive health care services. Some say the IUD is a form of abortion, morning after pills, etc. But there's a bigger concern, and that is about privacy. And that limitations on privacy will not just affect abortion, sexual reproductive health, may impact other healthcare issues, marriage equality, and a whole array of things. Once this is opened up, we're not sure how far it will go. And that's why it's important we take action. So I really want to focus on the possible actions and what we can do. At our event last night, we talked about these 6 different key actions. The main thing I'm going to focus on is number 1, because number 1 is something we all need to do today. So the House passed the Women's Health Care Protection Act. It has not passed the Senate. It will be coming up for a vote in the Senate on Wednesday, May 1st, Washington, D.C. time. So that will be late at night, Japan time, or early morning on the 12th. The key thing we're asking everyone to do is on May 11th, Washington, D.C. time, to call your senator's office. Call early in the morning, late at night, Japan time is fine. It does not matter if your senator is a Republican, a Democrat, or other. Let them know where you stand. If you are not sure what to say or how to contact them, here are some tips. To call them, you can go to 5calls.org, or to write your senators, not by snail mail, but directly through either their website or whatever access point you have here on the Senate.gov website. You can go in and put that in right away. Here is a short, simple script for a call or for a letter. Make sure you identify yourself, who you are calling for, and why. Then explain why this matters to you. Explain the impact on women's lives. And please make a note of saying something about how not only do you want them to support it, but that you will remember how they vote. This is another simple example that shows the outline for any letter, any call, self-intro, where you vote, what's the action requested, what's the impact of the bill or issue, a personal story or comment, and a hook, which may be fact-based, it may be anecdotal, and a follow-up. And this is important because this is a key election year, but something to the effect of, voters will remember how you vote on election day this year or next year or in 2024. Always include your identifying information, including your full name and address. That's very important. The other big event going on is this Saturday. There'll be events around the world, not only Democrats Abroad Women's Caucus, but also Women's March in the US, Women's March Global, and a number of other sexual and reproductive health organizations. This will be called Bands Off Our Bodies Global Day of Action. There's a toolkit. If anyone is interested in organizing such an event in Japan, please contact me. You can also write a letter to your hometown paper. There are several different websites where you can look for papers in your state or your hometown or both. And the first one, nationalpopularvote.com, also gives you some tips on writing letters to the editor. Democrats Abroad Women's Caucus also has a video project asking people to make a short video about the importance of abortion as part of sexual reproductive health care. So these are all the calls to action. And the last one is important, not for today, but moving forward. Democrats Abroad has global phone banking campaigns going on through July. Started in February, going on throughout July, and Japan will have its own phone banking campaign to call our own members. If you're interested in getting involved, there's many things you can do. There's many ways to get involved. Beside this, there's many different events. If you're already a certified phone banker, you can join our action hours. If you want to learn how to phone bank, join us Tuesday, May 24th. If you want to get more involved in just helping people register to vote, we have a voter assistance training on Sunday, May 29th. Besides these issues, we do have different leadership positions. Any way you want to get involved, it's possible. Let us know. We're waiting to hear from you. And if you don't have time to volunteer, no problem. Democrats Abroad Japan needs money to make those calls. We need money to text our members. We need funds to send postcards. So whatever way you can help, it's more than welcome. Thank you.